I honestly thought Sawyer would be in the final 3. I really did. It's a surprise. And I feel really bummed for her because I know she's like really worked hard to get to where she's at, and you know, even preparing to come here and be on the competition. So like it's hard, and I know it's like it's just a case of sometimes like, you know, the way it plays out, you know.
This is like boot camp. I mean, boot camp, art camp.
All right, everyone, let's get to today's mini challenge. So this one is sort of a fan favorite from last year. If you've watched Outstanding Artist Season 1, as you will recall, in November, it was Masters Tribute. So we are bringing that back, but with a twist.
Of course.
So, in this magical mystery jar, I have 11 artists, and you will have to emulate their style. This challenge will be worth 50 points. So, you guys will have to emulate their style, but not only that, you have to do so with a tasteful rainbow. So, you have 1 hour to paint a master's style painting with a tasteful rainbow.
Do we get any chance to study our masters?
Yeah, you guys will have 15 minutes after you 15 minutes.
You're like, I don't even know who this is. Good. I was like, all right.
Do we have to paint something new, or can we like copy one of their paintings?
You can copy one of their paintings.
Okay.
Yeah. So after you guys choose out of this magical mystery jar, you will have 15 minutes to study the master, to learn from the master. You can emulate their style, or you can replicate one of their paintings. You will not be docked for replicating, but you must do so with a rainbow palette. But it has to be tasteful at the same time. So you guys will be judged 25 points on how well you do a tasteful rainbow palette, and 25 points on how excellent your painting is overall. So, you guys might be wondering what's under here. Well, the supplies that you guys get to use today are everything. You guys can use anything you want. There are no limitations. You guys will use the paper as per usual, 22 by 30 inch. You guys can tape it off. So you guys will have 5 minutes to get your areas ready to paint, 15 minutes to look up a master, and then 1 hour to paint the master's painting. So first, we'll go in terms of score, and then we'll just go down the line. It doesn't really matter anyways. So first, Alana.
Vincent Van Gogh.
Oh. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right. Okay, Esther.
You don't have to spend your
Can I smell it?
research.
You can smell it.
Smell?
Smell it.
Chooses the one on top.
Did it smell good?
Who is that?
Let me see it.
Well, her nose is not working.
Mary Cassatt.
That's
She's
Ellie's favorite painter.
the one who paints the guys with the heads chopped off, right? No, sorry, no. She's the one who paints the mother scenes.
Yeah, mother's
Mother
Lovely,
scenes.
loves.
Who is the one that chops?
Asian.
Or with the
Years
head
from the
Yeah.
cut off to mother's.
Yeah. But that is that girl. Artemisia.
Yeah, Artemisia Gentileschi.
Oh, super. Gustav Klimt.
Gustav Klimt. Oh, another good one.
Who'd you get?
Gustav Klimt.
Oh.
Brie.
Okay. Leave us something good. Kandinsky.
Oh, cool. Isaac.
She literally got my favorite master. Come on, Brie.
What?
Oh, okay, Rembrandt.
I'm sorry.
That's a
I
good
like
one
that.
too.
That's hard.
Christina.
And then tasteful.
Okay, fine. I'll just take this one. Mark Chagall.
Chagall.
That's my favorite.
Oh, it's Esther's favorite.
Oh,
Roxanne.
funny, we're across from our favorites because she got yours and you got mine.
Sandro Botticelli.
That is so.
Oh, I like the last name though.
Botticelli.
Botticelli.
Isn't that the Venus coming out?
It's
Birds of Venus.
There's a Venus, yeah.
Coming out of the
So
seashell.
from the Renaissance period, or early Renaissance?
Hour though.
How long?
that works for you though, actually, because you are sort of a realistic painter and it's not really abstract, so. Yeah. Sire?
I wanted Matisse.
Caravaggio.
Oh. Cool. Andrea?
We might have a disqualification.
Frida Kahlo.
Who? Frida Kahlo. Oh. Michael?
That would be good for tasteful rainbow too.
Edgar Degas.
Edgar Degas.
Nice, you got Degas.
And
She can't have anything left? Milan in here?
no contemporary masters.
Contemporary. Salvador Dali.
All right, guys, this is going to be very, very entertaining and interesting and exciting. So I can't wait to see what you guys create in this challenge. And your 5 minutes that you have for preparation begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
I am just putting my entire heart and my soul into getting back, and that's what I'm focusing on right now because I will be in the final 3 and I want to compete at the end, and I feel like I really wasn't given a chance to show what I'm truly capable of throughout this process, and I was eliminated too early.
I am already nervous sweating. I don't even know who Marc Chagall is.
He's the best. Okay, this is hard.
I can't pick supplies without knowing who my painter is, so.
Yeah, that's kind of difficult.
I was like, who is this? And then I was like, you know, going back through my mind in art history. Well, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Oh yeah, Venus. Oh yeah, the lady coming out of the seashore. Okay, yeah, now I know who it is.
That's part of the challenge.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
Roll that when you're done, Esther.
Yeah, sure. That's a tasteful rainbow. Just one more piece.
Thanks.
Here you go. But I couldn't
Look at that, still drawing. Sure.
3 minutes left of preparation.
I've been painting on my outside time and I feel like I'm getting faster and more confident.
What happens if all of the paintings creep you out?
If all the paintings what?
Creep you out.
I can feel in my mindset like I'm trying to, and I think I'm succeeding a little bit more and more every mini challenge of trying to make sure I know I'm implementing, you know, my time and using it wisely and making sure that I'm using techniques that I know are going to create a good painting.
Creep you out.
Looks like you're painting creepy, Sawyer. No.
Paint them in a happy way.
Ooh.
Oh, she found
Dun, dun, dun.
1 minute left of preparation.
But I didn't know for 1 minute total, like done, how much time did it go? Because that would be bad.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Rembrandt does chiaroscuro and it's all like brown.
All right, you guys have 15 minutes left before the challenge begins.
Oh, this is so cute. It's me, basically.
Yeah, I know, that's my point. You got the bird queen.
Yeah.
Bird queen for the bird queen. She has some beautiful paintings.
And you got color, man.
Yeah, and she's colorful.
Remember Ellie's advice in the last episode. You want to paint for the categories that you're going to be scored in. 25% or 25 points out of 50 will be scored on your rainbow palette. And how tasteful it is. Doesn't mean explosion of color, has to be tasteful. If you are able to pull off a successful tasteful rainbow, it is highly sellable.
That's true, though.
If you do not pull it off, it is virtually impossible to sell.
my gosh, that's just.
You either nail it or you fail it. Every single mini challenge is a fresh start. If I were you, I would forget the leaderboard. You're all in first place and you're all in last place.
Wow.
You all are outstanding. Just one will be the outstanding artist.
The most outstanding artist.
You're all outstanding, but one will be an outstanding artist with 25,000 in their pocket.
Yeah, seriously.
I feel pressure in the mini challenges because I have been first, second, or third. I think that's my last hope, so I feel I really need to keep it up.
What did you get?
Some of these masters
Salvador Dali.
completed their paintings in minutes. Some of them took months.
Talk about scary.
Okay. Already sort of taken away though. That's also yeah, I know. I agree.
That'll be really cool. Do you want me to take a picture of you real quick? Like, yeah, I guess look just past me, like over here. But like your face kind of turned this, yeah, like your face looking right here and then your eyes looking over there.
Like that or the other way? Or this way?
No, that's right actually.
I'm gonna add a unibrow to myself.
All right, you guys have 2 minutes left of preparation before the hour begins.
Oh man.
Every single mini challenge is an opportunity.
I like pushing myself to limits actually. Like I complain a lot and like, but then when I'm in the moment, I'm like, this is like so, how do you say? It's like, this is so valuable. That's the word.
The challenge is starting in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Your guys' mini challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go!
That one is a bomber. Let's see if this one works better.
Here you go. Timothy Chalamet, that's so funny.
What?
You're doing Timothy Chalamet.
Who's that? Is this not a real painting?
Oh no. I was wondering that too.
That is not a real thing. That's Timothy Chalamet.
What? Who is that?
He's an actor.
Oh no! Why was that on there?
I mean, if it's in their style, then you can paint it, you know? All that matters is that
I guess
you're
you're
emulating
right.
the style.
Well, I wasn't even gonna paint that guy. I was gonna paint a girl that used like the fruit or whatever in the lighting. That's funny.
I think I'm like 8th place or something. Yeah, so I mean, even if I got scored perfectly, I don't even know if I could win. Yeah, I don't even know if I got perfect scores on like the next 3 mini challenges, if I would even place to the top.
Some of you starting out with bold and bright. Some of you starting out with minimal. Which is the right choice? The question is, will there be people pulling away in these mini challenges, or will there be an equalization? That is the question.
In my mind, I still see all the possibilities. I'm a optimistic kind of guy. So like all I need to do basically, this is how I'm thinking about it, is just win 2 challenges. If I can just win 2 challenges and I get 50 points, 100 points, boom, already in first place.
Use some of this color.
Yeah. Just bring it back because I need it. You just have to be true to yourself and you have to keep pushing. And so I think like knowing who you are and just owning that and just being confident in exactly what it is. I mean, even when I used my lifeline, it was a good thing for me because I realized I wasn't alone at the time. But then when she went and painted, I was like, all of those things I was gonna do. So it was just literally, she had the confidence to go in there and just do it. And I just sat there like, well, I'm glad that I did it, but it's like, damn, it just reality checked to myself that I needed to have more confidence in myself.
Guess what? It's already been 12 minutes. How far can you get in 1 hour?
This reminds me of the last mini challenge. Yeah. Like literally, because I'm doing the same pose too.
So what you're saying is you have an advantage?
No, it's
Just kidding.
stressful. It's like PTSD. The painting portraits.
Some of you are already off to a very quick start.
With some of the portraits that like ended last time though, like it was kind of really impressive. Mine, not so much, but some people.
It's becoming more than just a competition now. You know, there's a lot of reflection and just, I don't know, self-reflection and, you know, trying to become a better artist in so many ways.
These mini challenges push you in all areas. They challenge you to think on your feet, to be adaptable. You guys have 35 minutes remaining. Time is flying by. How much can you get done in 1 hour? Part of this challenge is being realistic with yourself, but at the same time, define what that means.
What was the other thing we're being judged on, Jake?
Excellence in color palette.
Thank you.
Well, it's scary. Like every single challenge is a challenge. Like it's not easy. Oh my gosh. But I'm glad I didn't have to fight the spiders in the woods today. That was good. That was the worst thing ever. I still have nightmares about that in years to come.
Tasteful rainbow. have only 25 minutes left. We are more than halfway through this mini challenge. Some of you are really killing it.
It's anyone's game. If you just win a challenge like Christina, she was at the bottom, then boom, top 3.
Things can shift like that. So I think still you still just have to have fun and do your best. That's all we all can do. That's all everyone is doing. And I do know, no matter what, I'm just super grateful to be here, and I know whoever is supposed to win this will, and I'm just so excited to see who that is.
You guys have 20 minutes remaining.
This is crazy.
I don't have time to do anything.
This is gonna be so not done at all. It's sad.
Mine is so scary looking. Christina made a comeback. Good job, Christina. Christina is definitely tough competition. I feel like every challenge she gets better and better, and we're really close friends too, so we just try to have as much fun as we can, but also like we know it's a competition.
It's not about a contest, but I still want to win.
It's just a constant learning process that's going on here about yourself, but also about products, about styles, about the way people lay down paint.
13 minutes remaining. How well can you replicate a master in 1 hour?
We're gonna find out.
That's like to the point where if I saw that like on Pinterest, I would be like, that's a Dali painting.
Barb, who'd you get?
Dolly. Oh, you can't tell? Oh, I'm screwed.
What's his name? Wait, no, what's their name?
Salvador Dali.
Oh, Dolly. Okay.
I am so in trouble now.
Oh, I see.
Uh-huh. Oh, well.
Jake really just knows how to like...
Yeah, you're a mean one. Mr. Grinch.
This is crazy.
We have 10 minutes left in this challenge.
Do I have Tasteful Rainbow in this painting? I don't think so. Not yet.
Some of you have gotten much further than others. How bad do you want it? Can you become the master yourself?
Oh, whoa. Wow.
1 hour, guys.
In an hour.
Master.
Of course.
Your whole life has been building up to this.
I don't know about that.
You guys have 7.5 minutes left.
OMG.
You guys are all doing great. This is not an easy challenge. That's why it's a challenge. You gotta make sure to get all those colors in there tastefully. Make these masters proud.
I'm really glad my guy's dead.
Same.
If it's that bad, it might not stop them.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Michael, are you done? Michael has finished with 5 minutes left.
Wow.
How are you guys feeling? Anyone else done? No. Wow. 4 minutes remaining.
Time to get prodigal.
It's time to get serious. Two brushes at the same time, dual wielding, trying to get every single color in there, get every single brush stroke. Who else is going with 2 brushes? No one? Mistake.
It feels extremely unnatural.
So many things to factor into a painting, all in 1 hour. Color, proportion, form, line, value, scale, composition.
Distraction. Jake.
2 minutes left. At what point do you forget about time? Do you want to exist outside of time?
Yes, that would be great.
Guess what? 1 minute.
Oh, man.
The line, the details. What can you do in 45 seconds? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brushes down.
Oh, it's super hard.
No.
I'm just going to keep focusing on what the rules are, play by the rules, but also make it my own, and I will be back in the top 3.
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so I guess what makes an outstanding artist is, in this competition, painting quickly. I think, honestly, if you can think on the spot and paint really fast, the more you can get done in a faster amount of time. I mean, it is what it is. I think all of us, could paint something awesome if you give us a little more time, but that's just what the competition is. So I think if you can paint fast, that's a big thing. But just adaptability, and then honing back into that, when you don't like something that you're doing, you just have to be true to yourself and you have to keep pushing.
Well, I know that this is Kandinsky, but out of the rainbow, I don't think she really incorporated the rainbow too well. When you look at it, you think it's a mostly red painting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she could have done a lot better. I think she copied it a little too closely. I think you can emulate it and copy it, but amp up the rainbow part, and she just basically copied it.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see a collaboration between her and Kandinsky.
Yeah, it just definitely falls short in rainbow. When I look at that, I think red, I don't think rainbow.
I think it's not just about skills, but it's a lot about, and that's why I think having a whole category on attitude is really important, because it really does determine the direction for your piece, your attitude towards it, and the energy that you're putting into it as you're creating it.
I guess I feel the same way about Alana's. It's not so much a rainbow, it's mostly a blue and yellow. It looks like she just copied Starry Night, didn't really add a rainbow to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly Van Gogh and Starry Night, and so we know who the artist is, so she did that right. But I agree, you could so easily copy this painting. It would be clearly Van Gogh with the brushstrokes and everything, and make it this incredible rainbow, which she didn't.
It's like she played it safe and just did a little tiny bit rainbow. But if she left this mostly black and the whole sky was rainbow, then I think it could be tasteful. There's just a better way she could have done it. I'm bouncing in between having so much of me and controlling too much instead of letting go, but still I want to put everything I can into it, and I don't want to be the one who is couldn't do better and then didn't because I just didn't put enough effort. So I'm always is this drive is too much of me and I have to let go, or I'm actually doing all that is possible, waiting for the magic to happen. I don't know. It's complex.
I think she did a really good job replicating the painting, which was already a rainbow, so she kind of had it easy. She did intensify the colors, which is good. I think the only thing that could have made it better, it would have been fun to maybe if she put a rainbow in the sky or something.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, but it's like, I think it was just super easy. Like she had it very easy. She was given already a painting that had all the colors in it, and really all she did is copy it and intensify it.
Yeah.
But I think she did a really good job. Like she should do well with it.
Yeah, I think like we'll be judging these based on how creative they use the rainbow, is what I think it comes down to.
I think personally for me, something that is gonna make someone stand out, like obviously I think mastery is an important thing, because like whatever you're in, whether you're an athlete, whether you're, you know, a chef, whether you're an artist, anything, like if you're not obviously like working to master your craft and you have a certain level of skill, and I do definitely believe that, like you have to be willing to work for that.
So Isaac got Rembrandt, and that's definitely a difficult one to have. Other than it being like a little bit sloppy and not, you know, tightened up quite a bit, I think he definitely, because I know that the original painting has a very drab palette, I think he did a really good job putting in rainbow while we still understand, you know, what painting that is. I just wish he, you know, was a little tighter. Yeah.
And it's hard because he only had 1 hour, and yeah, it's a very ambitious subject matter to choose.
Yeah, I mean, even though Esther's is clearly a better painting, I almost feel like they're on par because he was more creative with it while still sticking to the parameters, whereas she had zero creativity, but she nailed it as far as replicating
And the
something.
results are good.
Yeah, and the results are good.
I think an outstanding artist is someone who has skill in many styles and is a very adaptable person who can think on their feet and make quick decisions and be kind and create expressive, meaningful art that touches people. Is this like I don't know. I mean, I think most artists are outstanding in their own way.
I think this is a cool painting, and you definitely know it's Klimt, so she definitely did a good job there. But again, with the creativity of using the rainbow, it doesn't read like a rainbow. You think it's a red and gold painting, and with a lot of brown. So
on all these swirls, she could have done rainbows. She literally, and it would have been tasteful with all that yellow in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she blew it.
An outstanding artist is somebody that just keeps going, I think. And that's something I've had to like talk to myself about. Wait a minute, just because you got eliminated, go paint, because there's things you want to try and things you want to do. That makes you outstanding. This is your heart to do it.
I think Barb nailed it. I think she understood the concept.
Yes, I'm going to give her 25 in both.
Yeah, I think she really got it for the amount of time that she had. It's definitely Dolly.
It's really amazing.
It's really well done. Definitely rainbow.
I love how she has the drips of the rainbow. That was really creative.
It's been such a great experience, and I mean, getting eliminated is just part of it. Pretty much everyone's going to be eliminated except for one, so.
Sawyer got Caravaggio.
Sawyer picked, I'm not getting Caravaggio. I would never have guessed that. I was thinking she got the artist where all the vegetables take up the face, you know?
I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Yeah, but I don't feel rainbow, although I do see that she has a lot of the colors there, but I don't see like that royal blue. I don't see, I'm not getting either rainbow or Caravaggio.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, I think where she blew it was the portrait. She should have actually found a painting of his, just try to do the painting, not put her own portrait in there because it just, I mean, how you know it's Caravaggio is the way light, like how he uses light.
But that is a really difficult one. If you'd never heard about that artist before, then to kind of look through your phone really quickly and trying to pull out, were they all about light? Were they all about color? Were they all about, using darks? You had to kind of, were they about shapes? So, I mean, it was a very interesting challenge if you didn't know the artist that you had drawn. But I thought it was fun.
Definitely, we know who the artist is, so she did a really good job with that. I think, though, the rainbow is not there.
I don't know what she was thinking.
She forgot about the rainbow.
Yeah.
She could have even just went rainbow, like she could have just put a rainbow in there, and it would have been tasteful.
I think choosing that gray, muddy gray for the background was just not a good idea. Like it could have been just even a colorful rainbow background with the face
like
on
what
top.
Barb did.
It would have been really cool.
Yeah, like what Barb did. Yeah.
That is a really hard question because on this show it might mean something, and in real life I think it means something else. I think art is such a reflection for life, and in life it is those moments that you are super uncomfortable and you have to sit in them and you have breakthroughs and they're on the canvas and they're usually happening with art. And so art is all process. So to me, an outstanding artist is someone who bravely tempers all avenues of life and lets themselves create from the process of life.
So this is Chagall?
Yeah.
I get a Matisse vibe, not a Chagall vibe. I would never have guessed Chagall looking at that. To me, that looks very Matisse-ish.
Chagall has really, I know Chagall's work, and I've never seen that painting before.
Yeah.
He has extremely famous paintings, so.
And they're already a rainbow. I don't think it was the wisest choice. She should have picked a more famous one. And I also am not getting the rainbow vibe because the colors she chose are sort of earth tone or, like terracotta is not one of the colors of the rainbow. This slate blue is not one of the colors of the rainbow.
She's missing pink. She's missing yellow.
Missing all the colors except for this one and that one. The rest are...
green. She has green.
Okay, she has some green.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't have red, we don't have blue, we don't have yellow, we don't have orange.
It's going to be Bree, Asia, and me. Because we've just been talking about it, and I truly believe that we're going to be the three roommates. We've been focusing all of our attention on it, and really just we're kind of working as a team, and we would love to be the final three.
I think she did a very good job with the tasteful rainbow, probably one of the better ones, and it's clearly Frida Kahlo.
But is it one of her paintings? Not necessarily. I mean, because she did the portrait of the artist.
It's sort of like her luck of the draw, kind of like Klimt or Van Gogh. It wouldn't matter what you painted, it's recognizable like that. Like as long as she did self-portraits all the time. To me, it's like doing a portrait of Frida Kahlo with a rainbow palette. It's one of the easiest ones, Yeah, she could have put a monkey. She could have done other
There's something
things
in the background.
But they only had an hour too, so we can't expect too much,
I know.
But I think overall she did a good job with the criteria.
I'm just thankful to be here and be able to paint and push myself, and we're practicing skills and different things that we've never done before, or like getting outside of our comfort zone. So that in itself is extremely valuable for me, and like 25K would be cool, but I'm totally thankful for the experiences that we have already.
It's really close to being the full rainbow. It's just not quite.
Yeah, he's missing orange and enough yellow, but...
Yeah, I mean, he has yellow. I don't know. Like, it is... It's definitely like, you know, it's Degas, but it is kind of a colorful version of his paintings, and his paintings are very muted. So I think he did a good job, you know, with the assignment.
I think he could have made the skirt like a rainbow skirt, and then it would have been tasteful and rainbow and Degas, you know. So I think he got a pretty easy one. You know, as far as luck of the draw, I mean, like getting Caravaggio or Rembrandt's like really hard, or Botticelli. So Degas, any of those loose kind of fast ones are gonna be easier. So I think he could have done a little bit better with the rainbow part. But overall, it's also like a nice abstract kind of figurative painting. So I think he did a pretty good job.
Okay, everyone, the scores are in for this mini challenge, and some of you may be surprised, some of you may not be.
I think after losing and getting eliminated, it would feel really good if I had a piece that won.
We actually had the highest score we've had on any mini challenge yet, nearly a perfect score, only 1 point away. So, with a score of 49 points, and for first place, Barb.
I was excited about the challenge. I love doing that sort of thing. I assign it to my students and tweak a master's painting. And then as I heard all these artists called out, I'm like, oh, I would have loved to do that one. Oh, I would have loved to do that one. So being the last one, and I pulled out Salvador Dali, I'm like, oh, I like Salvador Dali. Wait a minute. Everything is so hard. All my favorites would have taken an hour to just draw it. I mean, so I kind of panicked and then found one that I think, okay, I could do some rainbow in here, and it's still kind of a fun one. But it's a lot to do in an hour.
You incorporated the rainbow extremely tastefully, and it's immediately recognizable that that is Salvador Dali, even though during the challenge I had to ask you. I was just not familiar with the painting.
Well, I didn't either, but I knew he did those things. So
you did a fantastic job. Okay, and in second place with 41.5 points, Andrea. Okay, in third place with 39.5, Esther. In fourth place with 38 points, Isaac.
Good job. Nice.
In fifth place with 36 points, Michael.
Good job.
Nice.
Very good.
In sixth place with 32 points, Alana.
Good job. Thank you.
In seventh place, tied with 29.5, we have Asia and Roxanne.
All right.
In eighth place with 26.5, Bree. In ninth place with 24 points, Christina. And in 10th place with 21.5, Sawyer.
I'm pretty low on the mini challenge score. I don't really understand why. I've won a few, but others I've like placed super low, and so it's gonna be very interesting to go back when we watch the show and watch how I got critiqued and why.
Let's do some overall updates on the leaderboard for the mini challenges. So we have quite a disparity now between points, but do not let that get you down if you're on the bottom. So in first place with 174 points, we have Barb.
Oh yeah. Nice work, nice work.
In second place with 157.8, Andrea. Third with 149.2, Esther. Fourth with 146.8, Asia. Fifth with 145.7, Alana. Next is Isaac with 142.8. Christina with 138.7. Bree with 135. Sawyer with 125. Roxanne with 115.2. And Michael with 113.7. So, those are your updates.
I was under the impression that tasteful rainbow meant like rainbow adjacent. So I did rainbow adjacent colors, and that was wrong. And that's okay, you know, we learn. I would have done it differently now, but the win is that I didn't know anything about Chagall. He's really cool. I want to know more about him. I would love to study more of him. I actually got I picked a really good, easy one, and I failed because I didn't understand that it was like rainbow.
Didn't quite make the connection between a rainbow and the masterpiece, but Ellie said she could definitely recognize the masterpiece that I had drawn, but just didn't really understand the logic behind making a rainbow painting. I think if you had just said equal amounts of rainbow colors or something, but I had no idea what it meant to do a rainbow painting.
I hope that you guys are inspired to continue giving it your all, no matter where you're at in the leaderboard for the mini challenges, because as you know, it could all change in one challenge. So this next challenge will also be worth 50 points in the next episode. And then after that, we have the final mini challenge. So
there's 2 more left?
Only 2 more mini challenges.
Ooh. To win like 2 mini challenges in a row. When, wait a minute, I got a shot at this, but I'm kind of excited. There's possibilities again.
Okay, everyone, so let's get to the challenge explanation for this episode. I am so excited for this main challenge because the theme for this month is Taste the Rainbow, as you guys may have gathered by the mini challenge. So with this main challenge, you guys will be required to paint a rainbow palette in a tasteful way, and you must include a rainbow in the painting somewhere as well. And you can paint anything you want, any subject matter, the sky's the limit. But there's a twist.
I started to say, I'm like, it's too good. What's in the pot?
So there is another collaboration that's gonna happen this episode. And in this episode, you guys will get to collaborate with one of our redeeming artists.
Nobody will pick me. This is the way it happens.
You don't get to choose who you collaborate with.
No.
Oh, it's luck of the draw.
Destiny will choose for you.
Oh my.
I called it.
So only 4 of them.
I watched enough game shows. I know this stuff.
In this challenge, you guys will be scored on how well you collaborate with your partner, and that will be part of your attitude points and part of your theme score. So, your theme score will be encapsulated by the rainbow that you incorporate, the tasteful rainbow palette, and how well you collaborate. So, let's see who your guys' partners are going to be.
Question?
Yeah.
What do they get?
What do they get? Yeah. Oh, they get nothing. I mean,
They get
more screen time.
opportunity to
Do we paint on their painting?
Yes, yeah. So you guys, in this episode, you should collaborate as you would in a normal collaboration. So it should be a give and a take, just like the other collaboration episode. And you will be scored holistically as a team. But however, as they've already been eliminated, you are the only one who stands to lose.
Dun, dun, dun.
You have another question.
Because you're sucky partners.
How long do they have to paint? Did you hear that?
You guys will have 5 hours in this challenge. You'll have all of today to make a source, work together with your teammate and your partner in this challenge. And then tomorrow you'll have 5 hours to complete your painting. You can use any materials you want. And a fun thing for this painting is you guys get to choose whatever size canvas you want to paint.
Ooh.
So you could go big and try to wow the judges with a large painting, or you could go small and try to utilize every single minute that you have, getting as much of an excellent painting as possible. It's up to you.
Or in the middle, just right.
Your question.
I'm sure for Art Club this month, you guys are going to be teaching how to make like a really good rainbow. Are you going to teach us too?
So yeah, that's why they're here. They're going to tell you guys about making tasteful rainbows.
Okay, great.
But before we get to that, let's choose the partners. So we're going to start with Elena, because Elena got first place in this last episode. So. Who will your partner be?
Sawyer.
Sawyer! Out and right back in. So Sawyer, could you go stand next to Elena? Thank you.
Yay!
All right, and next, Esther.
Everyone's nervous.
No sniff. Andrea.
Oh.
Andrea, back in the challenge. And next, Asia.
Isaac.
Isaac. And last, but not least, Bree. Who do you want to collaborate with first? I'm just kidding.
So cool.
Disappointed that she got
She wants somebody that can do details. It's the part she doesn't.
Michael.
Michael.
Nice, nice.
All right.
Back in.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone, we have some very interesting collaborations that are about to happen. I'm super excited. I don't know if I should congratulate you guys or say I'm sorry that you don't have to paint this challenge, but you guys get the time off so you can relax, replenish, and enjoy watching these guys duke it out. So.
I'm gonna go paint.
All right, so obviously, Ellie and Dimitra are here to give you guys some advice on painting a rainbow palette and painting a rainbow, as both of them have a lot of experience with that.
I think the key to having a successful rainbow palette that is sellable, everyone wants to live with, is just, I think it's a simple thing. You just want to have enough neutrals in there, whether that's white, gray, a cream color, black, any of those colors, ground it and just make it sophisticated. If it's just pure rainbow, then it's, you know, I think that's really hard to pull off. So just having enough neutrals in there will definitely just make it successful. Also, for it to read as a rainbow painting, which I think some of you guys struggled with this mini challenge, is you have to have enough of each color in the painting for it to really feel like a rainbow. If you have a dominant red painting, for example, you don't have enough of the other colors, then it's not going to read as a rainbow. We'll just see, oh, it's a red painting. So just keep that in mind. And I've done rainbow palettes before. They're really fun. I think once you guys get it down and practice it, it's super fun.
Any questions?
Would you suggest like kind of trying to gear towards any color specifically, like in a painting at all?
No,
you want them all to just be in balance.
Yeah, the key to a rainbow palette is an even distribution of all the colors of a rainbow.
Yeah.
And you have to use rainbow colors. So,
bright,
you know,
juicy.
like brick red is not rainbow color. Kind of a grayish blue is not a rainbow color. It's the rainbow color. So maybe look at rainbows, look at even marketing in terms of like how do they illustrate rainbows. There's a definite rainbow palette that, you know, the colors are pretty light and bright.
Yeah.
And it's not just yellow, orange, red, blue, purple, gray. You have fuchsia, you have pink, you have the transitions between them. And the key is an even distribution of those set against neutrals. Black, white, gray, neutrals. So that's what's gonna make it tasteful. So you have to basically think a neutral painting with even distribution of all the colors. So as far as like how to paint a rainbow, the key to a successful rainbow is very smooth transitions. So lots of clunky brush strokes, clunky transitions is not how it's gonna read as a rainbow. It has to be like, almost like an airbrush did it, like super smooth. So you'll have to work, so blendy, blendy, smoothie, smoothie, right? And one way that I've done it very easy, this is like a surefire way to do it, especially if it's up against a darker background. If it's up against a very light background, this might not be the way to go, but if it's up against a mid-tone to darker background, you take the radiance and you make like a lighter version of the rainbow with radiance, super smoothie, smoothie, blendy, blendy. Let that dry and then you glaze over top of it and your glaze will blend into the darker background. If you're going with a lighter background, I think you can just softly, just wet on wet, just like lightly just paint the colors of the rainbow, but the key is to blend it. So you can use a blending brush. I like that big fat 2-inch brush to blend, you know, and you gotta have enough paint down. If it's too thin, then it'll lift off when you're blending. So,
and then if it's too thick, it looks chunky.
So getting the right color, blending between the colors, not having like giant turquoise and then a little bit of everything else. It's gotta be kind of an even amount. They're easier than you would think. You just got to be really smooth, real blendy.
You're not making it sound easy though.
What about you? What are your tricks?
Well, those are all great. I think just scumbling with small brushes too helps. I think like when I've done them in the past, I try to get it like the whole rainbow done at once, because like after you work on it for so long, it can get muddy. It can just it can look chunky, or especially if you glaze it with like too thick of paint, it'll be like too bright. So to have like a really soft feeling to it, like a really misty rainbow, use opaques and scumbling.
I would just save it for the end and just do it in oil, because that's how you're gonna get the smooth transitions.
Yeah.
I see some people like they have like an acrylic version of it and you're just fighting yourself. It's way faster just to do it all at once at the end with oil.
So save the thing we're getting judged on very specifically for the very last.
Yeah, save enough time and hopefully you won't be, you know, blowing it, right? Well, you could, just as soon as you switch to oil, if it's in the sky, that could be the first thing you tackle. And then it's done, don't touch it, you know? The good news is, if you go out on this challenge, Asia, Bree, Esther, Alana, you can blame your partner.
No.
It's all their fault.
Yeah, it'd be like
That's awful.
The good news
I have full confidence
Sawyer,
that my partner and I will work
Michael,
well
and
together.
Isaac, you guys have nothing to lose. So.
That doesn't mean to
Except your
sabotage.
dignity. It's
That
just
does
your
not mean to
dignity. That's all you have to lose.
No, I still want to win.
Yeah,
Like,
classmates
yeah.
reunited. We're about to, it's gonna go down.
That was a challenge.
All right.
Wait till Michael finds out it's an all-nighter.
You cannot wimp out on me. There is no way. He is stuck.
I didn't wimp out. I last till 7 in the morning. That's like the next day.
I was here till the very end, okay?
All right. Does anybody have any questions about this challenge specifically?
So we have to incorporate a rainbow in the painting, like an actual rainbow, right?
Yes.
Like not just the colors.
I have a question.
Both.
Okay.
I have a question or clarification, and I know it's definitely on Atlanta and probably Bree's heart. Like, I could just hear you guys talking. Is it like they kind of lead the team and,
Yeah,
and
they're
they
the team
collaborate?
leader, yeah.
Okay, so it's their vision, or does it have to be a collaborative vision? Like, do they have to actually
Half
submit
and half.
to their partner, or are they sort of in charge and they get to kind of call the shots, because it all, you know, how well they do kind of does rest on them, and they're ultimately responsible?
I would say they don't have to do either. It's a collaboration, so they can go either way. If they feel like the other person has a really valuable vision to contribute and they want it to be half and half, then they can't. But ultimately, they are kind of the ones in charge. Like, you guys get to dictate whether it will be half and half, whether it will be 70-30. But during the actual collaboration, during the actual challenge, while you guys are painting on the piece, if you don't collaborate together well, and beforehand making a source together, if there's, you know, not a
Yeah, what does that mean? What collaborate well? Does that mean equal part and you
attitude-wise? Like
okay,
if
it's
like,
attitude. They gotta be friendly and get along.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like that being said, if the collaboration is like 100% one person and the other person is just sitting there watching the whole time, that's not a collaboration. So.
But what if the other person is utilized for their strengths for that person's vision? So at the end of it, we're like, oh, well, clearly that's a Brie painting. That screams Brie. That is Brie's style. That's Brie through and through. I saw Michael working on it. They seem to be collaborating well. Are they going to get good scores for collaboration because Michael sort of emulated her style and worked with her well, or because there's no glimpse of Michael in the piece whatsoever, it looks like Brie's piece, then they get bad scores? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, I think a collaboration, like,
we just have to make a good painting, right?
Still just the piece.
But I get what Ellie's saying, and that's a good
that would be my question.
It is a good question.
It's like, where do you find the line? I don't know. I mean, I feel like you just kind of know if it was a bad collaboration, and you just kind of know if it was a good collaboration. And I mean, to a certain extent, I can't give you an exact definition of what a good collaboration is and what a bad collaboration is.
If you had fun together, you both feel good about it, and you made a good painting, I think it's a success then. If it's like clearly someone was upset, or like there was like fighting going on, or it just ended badly, then we know, okay, it's not good. Like Jake's saying, I don't think you can really define it, and I agree with what you're saying. Like, I think ultimately it should be the people who are still in it. It's like, it's up to you. You don't want to have a bad score. You want to make your best painting, so you guys are in charge.
But like Ellie's saying, you should utilize your partner for their strengths.
I have a question. I have a few questions. Okay, so the theme is just rainbow, right? Like there's no other themes in this piece. So if we do we like make a piece of art and it has other aspects and elements in it that aren't just a rainbow, are we gonna get counted off, or do we literally just need to paint a rainbow and that's it?
No, you're painting whatever you want. Just a small rainbow,
a big rainbow, a small rainbow.
So we can paint other things, other imagery.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my second question is, Ellie was recommending that you do the radiance, right, for the rainbow, and then you glaze on top.
That's one way to do it.
But how do we do that if it's oil paint?
In like 5 hours, yeah, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good call.
Okay.
I would go with what Demetra said. I forgot. I mean, I was just saying how I do them, but I do them over days.
I mean, I would like to do it like that, but
yeah.
Okay.
So I would do it alla prima.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
I feel like for the people that are coming back in, like they should have some sort of incentive, like bonus points or something.
But I can't. It's not fair to the people who didn't get. You know, like
I think that's a good one.
it's just no, because that it doesn't.
If we win, I get thrown.
I think that's what
I've
makes
thought about that, and honestly, I really wanted to give some sort of incentive, but it's not fair to Barb, Roxanne, or Christina. Like I thought, oh, we could give you guys many challenge points, but like that's not fair to them.
Also, it really rests on you guys to be very like diplomatic and strategic and how to get the best out of your partner when they don't have anything on the line. They don't have any repercussions if they don't perform, and they don't have any reward if they perform well. So how do you motivate somebody? How do you and that's your challenge. That's a part of your challenge. I think understanding motivation and understanding political how things work is a part of being an outstanding artist. You're also business owners, and you have to figure out how to get the most from your team.
So you could pay your partner. No, I'm just kidding.
You said food. I just gotta get some good food over here.
Also, I mean, a huge thing is that at the end of the day, the judges don't decide who wins $25,000. The art club members decide. And so if you're not, if you're eliminated and you're participating in this challenge and you just throw it and you have a horrible attitude, then that reflects poorly on you if you do get back into the challenge and you do want to compete for the $25,000, because it's like, who wants to vote for somebody who just had a horrible attitude and sabotaged? Nobody does. So
I don't think that's going to happen to any of you guys.
And ultimately, the people who are watching this, who are going to be scoring you, will be deciding based off of your performance throughout this whole season. It's not just one painting that will determine if you win the $25,000.
A lot of it's a popularity contest. Like they're kind of like,
Well, who's likable?
Yeah, I really like that person. I don't like that person.
Who's relatable? Who's...
I think you're all likable, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we're talking worst case scenario, but it's not going to happen.
All right, well, I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you guys have a bunch of fun making your sources, and hope you guys get a good night's rest. And you guys may project in this competition. You guys may sketch out your paintings in advance and be prepared, but you cannot put any color on it. You can't use any markers or any sort of mark making material. You may only use graphite or charcoal before the challenge begins. And I recommend that you seal your painting with fixative as well. All right, that's it. Have fun.
I'd say we were both happy with our team and, you know, our concept so far. So I don't know. I hope Asia's happy that we got paired up, but.
Yeah, I am. I think it's a good pair. I think, I don't know, I wouldn't say we create similar work, but we both love spray paint.
Oh yeah.
And so that's definitely going to be a part of our process. And Isaac has really expressive work, and I really appreciate that. And we came up with some good ideas, so I'm excited.
Well, I'm feeling really good. We've had a very successful session sitting down, figuring out what each other's strengths are and how we like to paint. So we want to work together on that and make sure each other shine in what we're doing. So I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling really good. I'm really excited about the piece that we're going to make. I think it shines both of our voices. Andrea is really good with the oil part, and she does like this magic even when the painting is wet, and then she pulls like this beautiful dry brush strokes that like look soft and crispy at the same time. I don't know how she does it. And I'm like, my strong suit I feel like is like refining as much as I can in acrylics. So I feel like it's a perfect combination. I'm like super satisfied like with this collaboration. I feel like we can grow in so many ways and push our skill to the next level.
Yeah. You know, just trying to figure out a source that would be, I guess, combining our voices, or at least like something that we like want to do and like want to paint or whatever. But definitely feeling like isolated from the rest of the people for sure. And just, you know, which, I mean, I get it because it's like towards the end, so you have to do stuff on your own. So.
That's how it is at the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everyone. So I am so excited for today's challenge. I think you guys all have amazing sources, and I think that you guys are all going to create some beautiful paintings together.
I guess I'm just like not fully sold on the car, or like, I guess compositionally, if it's like what I really want. And neither of us have done this before. So then it just feels extra experimental. So, and I don't know if I want to go down that road again.
The source we have right now, I think, is really cool.
You can zoom in. So we're doing a skull.
Yeah.
The skull's gonna have some really like beautiful painterly variations of color, like in the white and grays and in the neutrals.
Oh, that's so cool.
Thanks. Yeah, so we started out by looking for something that was captivating in terms of the portrait. And then we started looking at the types of images in my aesthetic and in Sawyer's aesthetic, and started seeing some similarities across our Pinterest boards. And then when we both saw this one like floral bouquet, we were both like, oh, that's so cool. So we like, yeah, let's see if that works. And then we just kind of started layering in things that we thought fit. So we've got a couple of birds in there as well. And we have the rainbow coming down, sort of touching on her nose and her lips.
It was her idea to do the carousel, because when we were driving in the car, she was like, oh, I have this idea of like all these animals and a carousel. And then she was like, but I'm not sure how we're going to put it together.
we stick like with the horses, but we added like tropical birds. That was Andrea's idea because these birds,
the lorikeet parakeets, they're literally all the colors of the rainbow, so it'd be pretty easy to incorporate rainbow palette with those types of birds.
We got this.
Yeah.
We're both excited to do a skull.
Yeah, definitely.
We've been thinking about them. We've been talking about them for like the last couple of challenges around the house. We're like, ooh, what about skulls?
Yeah.
And then now we're collaborating, so we're like, skull together.
Yeah, I love skulls.
Yeah, she has some really cool ideas.
Thank you. You do too.
It's
gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun.
Collaborations are always super fun, but in order to make it a little bit more fun, we wanted to spice things up a little bit. I wanted to make sure that this is a really bonding experience for all of you guys. So, in this bag, I brought back a fan favorite. Throughout the entire challenge, you must wear handcuffs whenever you are painting. If anyone wants to paint, they have to be wearing handcuffs to the other person, of course. You may not take off your handcuffs or switch the handcuffs, switch sides. So whatever you decide for the whole entire challenge, that's it. So you might want to choose comfortably. And hopefully you watched last season and have some idea of how to, maneuver working with handcuffs together. So, because that's a challenge in and of itself. So, you guys are gonna get really close to your teammates today, to your partners, your collaborators. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you have to go to the bathroom, of course, you can take off your handcuffs, but the other person may not paint while they are not handcuffed to you. So. Who's excited for handcuffs?
I'll be handcuffed.
All right, well, you guys know the challenge. You guys are gonna have 2.5 hours in the first part of the challenge before lunch, and then you guys are gonna have 2.5 hours in the second part of the challenge. So everybody come grab your handcuffs and let's get to today's challenge.
Okay.
What's going on? Why are you emotional?
Had a discussion with Ellie of kind of like what maybe getting some clarity on like what we thought our source could use, just because both of us, once it was finished, still knew it was a bit of a work in progress.
I've spent most of my life feeling like I don't fit in. And so becoming an artist and feeling empowered after a long time to be unique and, to have my own voice. Really fighting hard for a unique voice, specific to me. And then coming to a competition where I want to be uniquely me, and then told that, well, I don't think that's gonna be acceptable. It's hard.
Yeah, that one was a bit of a hard pill to swallow for us yesterday night.
I can just tell myself again, I'm sorry.
I hope you guys have fun with this.
But then you can't see it.
That's okay. I'll turn back around.
All right, so.
Oh boy, should I just take that off?
I don't know. Okay, I don't want to do it too tight.
Honestly, if I move that close.
Claustrophobic.
I don't like it.
I would probably, as long as I can do that, I have no reason to really need to be moving that much.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to start something. I really don't. I don't know if it's an age thing. Maybe I was like that when I was a bit younger, but I just feel like you need to have a bit more respect for people. We're all trying, and it seems like it's getting a little bit cliquey in the competition, and it's like, that's okay. It's like, story, I'm used to that story.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want your left?
It's so important for me to be prepared, and I was prepared early. I had everything set up early, and all that stuff got moved, and it threw me this morning. I was like, that's really inconsiderate.
Oh, with Bree and...
Yeah, I'm up till past midnight most nights working on this stuff, and I'm also trying to be proactive and get my things ready for the competition. I just think it's challenging to remain you know?
As soon as the challenge begins, you may not change your handcuff formation. So that is how it will be for the rest of the day.
They don't even work.
What was the question? Sorry.
How does it feel to be at the top?
I mean, I don't know. Would that be changing how people treat me?
That's too tight.
Yeah, it's tight.
Help! Help.
Is it?
It's tight. It's too
I don't think switching sides.
Yeah, get it out.
Hey, at least I got the ones with the fuzzies.
Oh my god.
This is a competition, and you know, there's certain guidelines and stuff, and there's certain judges, and that's just how it is. But I think it just hit me deeper because it was those feelings that came back, and you know, maybe not feeling good enough, or you know, after overcoming so much, just feeling like I'm back there again. So that was hard.
You may not put any paint down on the canvas, otherwise I will make you start over and it will be a part of your time. So if you paint at all on the canvas, at all, without handcuffs, even if it's accidentally, I'll make you start over. Don't make me be that bad guy.
No paint down on the palettes either, or no?
No, you can squirt out paint on your palettes.
So we can set up and do all.
You can set up and do
so as
everything
long as we're not
without
putting paint
handcuffs.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Just took the positive, like, oh well, we're on the other side of the room. We'll have more peaceful environment over here, maybe. I don't know. I gotta keep myself in check.
That's way better.
So let's start this. All right, you guys have 2.5 hours in this first part of the challenge, and your guys' challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
So like in the competition, if I want to stop and get out my oil paints, we can take them off, and then I can get out my oil paints and then put them back on.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just that if you even lay a single brush stroke down without the handcuffs on, I will make you start over. Even in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, doesn't matter. 30 seconds left. You lay a brush stroke down without, you know, you'll have a blank canvas.
Paint it. I think I would just leave.
Just trying to think like things that will inconvenience us less once we're actually painting.
Yeah.
Gold leaf and stuff.
I think I have some.
What is this color down here?
We want everything to be like a neutral right now. And then we're gonna add color to it.
But like base, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Payne's gray.
Just Payne's gray, all of this?
You can add like another color. Like I usually add another color to the Payne's gray, but like.
But like what hue should we do it? Because for this I was gonna do like, maybe like the raw umber and like the cad red to like the dark red. And then up here I was gonna do like a Payne's gray with like purple or something.
I think might be the reason why Bree is a little stressed or in this situation is because maybe you feel like you're doubting yourself and you're up against all these super amazing, we're all amazing artists, but like extremely talented, and you know that, like, example for Esther, she's been painting for like a super long time and maybe you don't feel that you have the same skill level, but I want to tell you that you have the skills. So like, don't doubt yourself in anything because you've made it this far, so you have good stuff, but yeah, you just gotta believe it and not care about what everyone else is doing.
Right. Yeah. It's my teammate.
I think that was me. Oh my god. How do you feel? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll start with the bright, and then we'll come in with the like the dark over the top. Do you think?
Yeah. She really likes to capture mood and feeling, and she evokes emotion out of the viewer. And so I'm super excited to see our piece evoke emotion, hopefully out of the judges and out of Art Club. But she is so good at portraiture, and the way that she uses her colors and the way that she lays down paint, I just think it's all so beautiful, and I'm so excited to see how it turns out. I just wish it wasn't so tight. It kind of freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
I don't want to spray you in the...
Don't even worry about it.
The side of the head.
It's fine. It'll just make my hair look all glistening on camera.
Jake, we realize it's the wrong hand. Can we switch the hands? If everyone else is okay with
Well, it's because he said that like you're not to.
You can switch hands.
Thank you.
Okay. Just so you all know, I'm writing down the hands that you guys choose. So if you try to get sneaky on me, it won't work.
Okay, what are we doing?
This color good?
Yeah.
She wanted to be with me, so
I really wanted to
she
be with
smelled the right.
I smelled the right.
the right one. I've always wanted to paint with Esther. I think she has a lot to offer as far as experience, and her skills are just like blow me away when I look at her pieces. So I'm really excited to see what I learn through this process.
It's definitely outside my comfort zone. But at least it's with somebody I'm comfortable with.
I'm thinking I'll probably start mostly with like the yellows, kind of block in this area over here, go with my reds and stuff on top of that, and then I'll finish it with like kind of fill in my blue area over here and like the shadow underneath this crane.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I love these inks. Holy moly. So pretty, aren't they? Where have I been?
I'm just excited to get to collaborate like just with Asia and learn about her style and process, and you know, I've always been interested in trying collaborations with other artists, so I'm just excited to see like how it goes, really.
That was a really good answer.
I believe in us.
Oh my, I'm like one-handed over here.
I put it there. I want to put like a pattern in here and here, and I'm going to put a pattern on top of this when it's dry.
Okay.
And then we can go over it.
That looks really cool.
Should I get the heat gun?
Yeah.
Or we'll get the heat gun?
Well, we can undo it.
Wait, no, you can't.
I'm not going to paint.
Okay.
I'm not going to paint. Calm down.
Yeah, I was like,
you are not going to paint.
Bree was like, you kept hearing you laugh. I'm like, yeah, I was laughing at you and Michael.
I'm just cooling it down so I can hit it with the heat
I'm going to grab this little
I'll scoot over.
thing. And I'm
If you
going
need me
to
to scoot, just say scoot, and then I'll scoot towards you.
Scoot. No.
Scoot. We're scooting.
You're scooting. Yeah, looks great. Just gotta get all the color down, you know.
I'm wondering if it would help if we did like some fluorescence, just kind of like to mark.
I just don't want to cover too much of this yet, but you're right. Like we have to start thinking about how that's gonna actually like show through, you know? This is so weird. Okay. I would like to do more.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh. Uh-oh, did it explode? Yes. Oh, yeah, do you want me to wipe it? Thank you.
Kind of like how those ones, so it's only like this section.
Yeah, just the section pointing down. Okay, and then we'll do purple.
Strength, okay. Well, I feel a very slight urge to just kind of like eat the whole cap. No. Like it's there. Like it feels weird just holding it.
This is so difficult. Scooping up paint with one hand. Ah.
What do you need?
A paper towel now.
Oh. Oh goodness.
I'm a spatula king. Wham! Oh, nope, didn't do it. Okay, got it.
Oh my god. You guys are having too much fun over there.
Today's the party corner, you know? That's how we roll.
It's fun.
You know, it just was a bit too easy for us without this.
Hey Esther, do you mind if I grab this?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
It was weird. Like, I'm disappointed. Why didn't I get chosen? And then, oh man, I have the day to paint all by myself. And so it was like both at the same time. Trying to rationalize that was kind of interesting.
You just did that on purpose, didn't you? There was no reason.
I was like, springtime! You said I could hit your finger, and I'm like,
Well, I was
all
like,
right. I like it.
Okay, Michael, if you're telling me.
How's everyone enjoying being handcuffed to your partner? You feel
I painted on him. It was fun.
It was fun.
You kidding me? I'm gonna start painting
Does our
like this
team
all the
lose
time.
if I tell you how I really feel about it? Like,
Tell me
The
how
shade,
you feel.
the shade being thrown.
No, I won't
like
take
does
away.
the attitude still work with us though? Like,
You know, your attitude is basically just scored on how well you collaborate. So.
oh, okay. All right.
Okay, untangle the knot.
Can we plug that?
Okay, let's get unhandcuffed.
Yes. Well, it'll just take more time to put them back. It's like a pretzel.
Oh, so happy. It wasn't a bummer for me at all. I mean, I definitely would have supported whoever if I had gotten drawn, but I didn't, so I knew I'd have today to paint.
I can kind of focus in on the background, like kind of getting in some of these like, you know, like neutral colors, filling in around.
Like cutting in.
Yeah, like cut in around these, like, and like obviously I'll leave. I think like you were saying, like I really like this section. So honestly, I don't even really think I'll touch that part. Kind of just cut in a little bit and then probably rub out like where the drips are.
I'll do like a highlight. Because there are some.
Oh, it's Taylor green.
Oh, I have it too. It just looks so much better out of this tube than my tube.
Real misty, like neutrally gray something, and just lightly mist to kind of set, and then so things stand out more. Is that okay? Okay. Like up here.
Yeah.
Because yellow and orange won't go over purple very well.
Yeah.
All these ideas and notions of like creating something that is magical, and I mean it's still gonna be magical, but
Like, I wonder how we're gonna sell this. And we need a picture. We need to take a picture of us handcuffed, and we're gonna be like next to him and try to sell it.
Cool. And then what? Ooh, you can be really cool. There's one in there. Follow me.
So I'm gonna put orange here so that later I can do dry opaque
Should we pull
yellow.
up a color wheel maybe? That'd be helpful.
Well, no, it's not. Well, okay.
Well, to put the complementary colors like next to each other is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, so that's why I'm gonna do, that's why like you did purple here, so I'm gonna make sure I do dry brush stroke yellow here.
Yeah.
So that that's complementary. But like at the same time, we have to do like rainbow colors.
I think this looks exactly like it should at this point.
Yeah, it's almost like glowing, you know? I think it looks awesome.
So this green stripe that I put right here is like that. It's that part.
Oh, this
Just so
green?
we're both on the same page with that.
Okay, cool. And then I guess like make it more
Vibrant?
like.
I was thinking like this is just that dark swoop, and I'm gonna gradient it up.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, make it more blended, I guess. Or like have the drips go like together. Have like kind of how like, see how like this went from like blue to like this purplish pink to the red? Like have them like transition. So like this like just stops green and blue, make another color in there.
So kind of like that?
Yeah.
So we'll just use the spray then. So how do you want to have the gold leaf? Here? And you want to put some on there too?
I think so.
Okay, so you want to spray it? You want to spray the adhesive or do you want to do the leaf? I don't know what you want to do with it.
Yeah, we can spray one time. One or no.
Maybe if we spray over it, you think it'll hold too?
Yeah.
So cool. I love it. It looks amazing.
Oh, actually, yeah, this green will work really well.
See, this is what I don't know to do.
Okay.
Because like I mix a green, as soon as I put it on, it's gonna cover up everything.
Okay. So I think whatever you do down here is okay to cover up because it like looks kind of messy right now.
Need a little bit more details on this thing, but not too much because it's already.
Yeah, and you kind of want to keep it soft. Like I love because it looks like it's glowing, you know. So I love how it's like light. Or maybe you can even drag some of the white out a little bit so it's almost like shining, you know, like a ray of light.
I'll just work on this.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know.
Sorry.
Help! The key is gone! We've lost our key. The
You guys have 1 hour
there it is.
left in the first part of this challenge.
Swallows it.
Alright, you wanna step back? Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's bringing everything out like a lot more.
I would try not to put too many opaques on. Just so that when we do the dry brushing, it looks like the movement of the dress will come through.
Yeah.
I know, I'm sorry.
I don't know what transparency to use. I don't have. Let me go grab transparency. All I have is opaques.
Okay. Once we add the rainbow in, like it'll honestly be cool even if we leave everything kind of darker up there. I think we maybe should focus a lot on the water.
It's hard to give up control, you know, especially towards the end, and it's just getting down to the wire, and I just want, I don't know, I just want everything to be perfect, but I mean, it could be even more perfect as a collaboration. I don't know, but
we are.
It's just the unknown. The unknown is always scary.
So we can color it down, but we only have like a limited amount of time in oil. And so like I can't put a bunch of like glazing or like color.
That's why I think you should take the lead and tell me what to do, because I have different ideas.
Yeah, well,
It's just fun to paint. That's what I'm here to do, paint. So as long as I get more time painting, then
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so like right now it just looks like really muddy and yucky, I guess.
So how do we fix that? Because what would help me is just mix a color really quick. Boom. Say for like this part, it's like, okay, we need a light blue. So you just mix light blue, put it right there. Mix another light blue, put it right there.
So I get that. but I don't really even think we need to like mix, like I don't think white should be a part of it. Like I didn't mix like any white in any of this or in this. Like, so that later I can do dry brush strokes and really pull out the form, is what I'm saying. So like, but now it's already here, and so like, I don't
just have
know.
different processes now.
I know, and that's why I'm saying like, I want you to just do like what you want to do.
Because for me, I just skip all that and go straight to opaques.
I know, which is not, but I need to, but I will just do. I will figure it out.
He was really trying to get my voice across, or like my idea. But from what I knew of Michael, it was like he'll just throw down paint, you know? He just like, there it is, bam, okay. And so I almost envy that in him, that he has that like, I'm just gonna do it. And so it was really strange for me to see him like almost not have that. And he kept asking me like, what am I supposed to do? What am I gonna, like, what do you want me to do next? Like what? And I was just like, I don't know, like, I want you to paint. Like, I want you to do you.
So I don't know what I should do right now.
Yeah. I think that the like rock still needs work. Like right now it's,
because if you're telling me the rock needs more colors, first thing I would do is grab CAD red, start from the top, and start putting
But
CAD red. I know, that's why I'm like,
Okay.
I'm telling you what I would do.
Okay, so I'm trying, so like don't use opaque.
Don't use opaque.
Don't use opaque.
I've witnessed it all. Michael, we are not using opaque. It's good. They were so kind with each other. You're doing a great job.
So I need you to like get any color that's not opaque.
Yes.
And put it on there. But the problem is now we already have opaque on here. So I kind of need to just like, I need some like crazy, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go backwards just like a moment.
That's fine.
And I'm just gonna do some sort of crazy mark over here to cover up some stuff.
Let's do it.
And then we're just gonna re-put it down.
Sounds good.
So.
Okay, so I'll go grab just tons of red opaque, or red opaques. Yes, red transparents.
Okay, no, not just red. Any colors.
All of the transparent.
All transparent.
I really love the dark contrast of this, like how you did that.
Oh yeah, it looks so good.
I am so happy that I pulled Zoya out of the
That's
thing.
so sweet. I'm so happy you pulled me too.
Yeah, I'm like, I got the Rainbow Queen.
Yeah, we're gonna make a really good piece.
You guys have 44 minutes remaining in the first part of this challenge.
So for here, just transparent blues.
Yeah, but don't make a rainbow.
Don't make a rainbow.
Like, don't make this curve. Think organically.
How am I doing?
No, you're doing good. Don't stop it. You do you.
I'm just checking because I don't want to cover up. That feels like I'm covering it up.
I mean, you kind of are, but I'm gonna.
Well, you kind of are.
It just is what it is. You know what I mean? I need you to just paint how you're gonna paint, and then I need to be able to do my thing as well. And it's hard for me to do that when I'm like trying to think about.
Okay, so I guess my question now is, do you want to like re-add in this line here, or should I work in that lighter blue color just to carry over?
Yeah, I don't think that line is necessary.
Yeah.
I think it just kind of happened.
Because I've followed her art account for quite a while before we kind of met on a better level here. And I just really love the style that she works in.
I need to get the face in, so that's like kind of.
I'm just gonna do some red transparents up top. Over here. That stuff.
Okay, hold on. Before you do that, you're getting ahead of yourself, because if we leave that,
okay,
we can do all of our cool marks that we want to do. So just remember that, like, if we do the marks, okay, like if you paint on there, the marks aren't going to come out as strong. He was uncertain with himself, and then I was having to like almost teach him how to paint while also trying to do my own thing and still get the painting done. I understand the need to like go faster, so
I'm just trying to think of what's my next move.
It's like flipped. It like goes back. It's weird. You see how it like goes back? Yeah. And then you can maybe like, if you want to glaze it.
You guys have 33 minutes left of the first part of this main challenge.
This is actually looking really cool.
Yeah. I'm not worried. I feel like the only factor like I would be like worried just like so like the idea actually works and it like includes like all of the elements. It's more like to actually create a sophisticated painting in this short period of time.
And especially nail the theme too.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. See, Michael, that looks super cool. You're just going through it. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
But I used opaques.
I know, I'm watching you.
I think both of our vision was like in different places, so I would mix a color and then put it down, and then she's like, oh, that wasn't the right color to put down. And I was like, or the right color or the right brush stroke. So I was like, okay, let's redo this. So I just wipe it off, redo it. I was like, okay, whatever we gotta do.
Oh, goodness.
That's why I was like, purple, just cover it all. I was like, oh no, mistakes. We're having a good time over here.
Oh my god. Okay, now you have to do this. Oh, that's cool.
I want her to win, so whatever I gotta do to make that happen.
Yeah, see, that's cool. See, you're doing it. You're in
I can paint. I can paint sometimes.
I think you were too afraid of like, you were like, I'm messing it up. And like you kept telling me like, I messed it up again. And I'm like, stop it. Like I can't tell you what to do.
We're getting there. Just took a little bit.
Yeah, we're figuring it out though. Being handcuffed is also hard.
Yep.
Sorry, thank you. I almost freaked out. Got it. It's okay. It's okay.
You just have to add, I think, do more dry brush. Up. Don't cover this.
Okay.
You guys have 20 minutes left.
I feel like we need to like maybe darken in the cloud a bit more. I need to work on that because it doesn't, it's just like a big
by her
block.
face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
What are you doing?
Making messes with one hand. I just can't clean my palette.
Oh no.
Without it getting all gross.
I just hear him say, oh no. I would always hear her laughing in the background and I'm like, who are you laughing at? And like, she was laughing at us.
Bree and Michael are the funniest of the day. For sure.
Oops. Like, I don't even know.
Sorry, should we like maybe try this? No.
Here. This is the one that I was talking about. That's the thinnest cap I have, so it'll give you like really good lines.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, 3 minutes left.
Oh my gosh.
Every minute counts.
I'm almost thinking if we just kind of trace almost like through, like,
You can, I guess, just go
there.
really fast.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, now's the time to do it, because when we get back, it's probably going to be like deciding what goes, what stays with the oil.
30 seconds.
Yeah, see, like, I feel like it was that was like...
I wouldn't worry about.
Oh, well, we got like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so going forward, what should we do next?
Okay. Going forward, we can just undo these. Okay.
All right, everyone. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. How's everyone feeling?
Okay.
Confident, hungry, good.
Going forward.
I think it's a good base. It's
Yeah.
workable.
Yeah, you can clean your palettes.
We can clean our palettes, that's good.
Okay, everyone, so you guys have 2.5 hours left in this challenge. You guys have to wear your handcuffs at all times when you're painting. Just as a reminder, make sure to wear it on the same hands that you did before in the first part of the challenge. So that's the left hand for every single person. I took note of that. Hope you guys have fun. Your guys' challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so let's do the doodles, I guess. Do the doodles.
Am I starting in that yellow section, correct? And then you're gonna add in the lighter pinks and kind of...
Light pink at the top.
You're wanting to do light to dark?
Lightning.
No, I think, oh yeah, light to dark.
You're wanting to do light to dark?
Just in case if I run out of room, then I can...
So I think like we need a brighter yellow one though, on the other side.
Maybe like this one?
Yeah.
I think you guys are doing really good, and I mean the source is super cool. I think overall, like, it just needs to be brightened with highlights and of course the rainbow, but I'm sure you guys are going to do that with oils. So yeah, I mean, I think
We're
you're
following
going...
Ellie's advice, saving it to the last.
Yeah. I think you're going in a good direction, and I like it. I would maybe make this one like really pop forward the most.
Yeah, that's what the direction we were planning on moving in is, like, when we start, is Asia's gonna work up here, like you were saying, to kind of brighten that, because I think like it got like slight bit muddy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna work on that, and then Asia's gonna work on brightening some of the crane, like adding in our lighter opaques, and then I'm just gonna kind of re-add in some of the highlights on this side, and just work it in with like the spray paint marks.
Have you guys done oil yet, or just?
No.
Yeah, you might want to do a little more acrylic up here just to get it brighter, and then do the rest with oils. Okay.
Yeah, only thing I would say, I think it's going really well. I think you have a lot of neutrals in there, which is great. I think down in the water, you have a nice rainbow feeling palette. And then at the top, it looks like it'll be rainbow. I would just watch too much pink going on in throughout here. So as you kind of obliterate some of that with the background neutral, just, you might have to add in maybe a few other colors or something if it becomes too pink.
Okay.
And then I would definitely save enough time for, rendering of wings and, that kind of thing. So I think you're in good shape.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Don't start on anything.
Nope, not touching nothing.
I like that. I do too.
Okay, I don't think we should go overboard.
Wait, get it out, get it out, get it out. I need my hair washed out too, but I don't have it.
I can just do like a bunch of marks in there.
I think your painting's really cool. I love how you have gold leaf, the whole feeling of it. There's like lots of movement. I really love how the middle horse is painted. Like it has like a lot of neutrals in it, so maybe I would just add, once you go to oil, a little bit more neutrals. I really like how that one has spots on it, so that would be cool to see. And then I would say just knowing your tendency, Esther, like make sure that you do have enough neutrals in it to balance the rainbow. And yeah, I like how that's kind of an abstracted rainbow up there. I don't know. I think you guys are going in a good direction, and
yeah,
I know it's going to be cool.
I think it's going really well. I agree with Dimitra. There's not enough neutrals. I think the blue is too much, and you might want to gray some of that out. Maybe the orange is a little bit too much. It's very blue and orange, and although you do have a rainbowish vibe, especially up at the top, and with the birds, they're automatically kind of rainbow. But I would just watch that you don't put too much emphasis on orange and blue, and try to make some of those blues a little more gray or black.
Yeah, but I know you guys are going to do it, so it looks good. I love how wild it is, and it's definitely rainbow. Like you have the rainbow palette, and the black, grounds it. I think overall it just needs to be brightened with highlights. And like her skirt, I love her shirt. I would say that's like done. Don't touch the shirt. And I like her stomach is kind of dripping into, like it melts. But the skirt I think needs just a lot of highlights. And then I really like how in the source it turns into that waterfall. So I would just I think it's just missing highlights in that whole section.
We just got the dark and acrylics mostly.
Yeah.
So are you guys moving on to oil like right now?
We were waiting to hear what you guys...
Okay, I would get into oil right away. You only have 2 hours at this point, and I think it needs a lot of refinement for it to make sense. It needs neutrals. It's very dominant blue and red, and the rainbow comes across because of, you have a lot of other colors in there as well, but I think there's a lot of blue and a lot of red. And so I think you need to add all those whites and grays that are in your source and highlights, and you want to make sure you have time for all that and the refinement. So I would move in on that and try to work quickly and efficiently, and not just kind of watch each other, draw, and you know what I mean? Like I would get working. I think the skirt, the water needs a lot of work.
Yeah, but don't you think they should do that with acrylic first, because then it dries fast, then they can go on top with oil? Like, get highlights in with acrylic.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. That's
if they feel comfortable in acrylic. But what I would try to do is work accurately. Because both of you have this tendency when you work, both of you do it, is you work very like loose and clunky, and then it takes a long time to get to that refinement. And with the time that you have, I don't think you have time for that. I think you have to work accurately right now. So if you lay down a brush stroke, it should be the final brush stroke. Work alla prima. Work like,
so that's why
you don't have time to work in layers.
That we need to do oil.
Well, if you do acrylic, you can save your final highlights for oil and maybe the rainbow, and it's mostly going to be an acrylic painting. And if it's done well in acrylic and accurate, you don't have to cover the whole thing in oil, and then you could go over it.
Whatever you guys feel comfortable.
Whatever you feel comfortable doing. But I would say work like alla prima at this point, because you don't have time to do layers and layers and layers. So look at your source very, very closely, and when you put the shapes of those highlights in, they should be accurate to the source. Like, get your mind to really look at the shape of the highlight and not just, you know, rush through it or go so loose. You know what I mean? And I think you'll have to just see how it goes. That might get rid of the dominant blue-red thing, and it might also lighten and brighten. I think she needs skin tones too, and like the arms, the face, like it just needs refinement. I think that orange square on the right needs, you know, more color in the rainbow behind her. You know what I mean? So work quick, work accurate. That's my advice.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I need to grab more greens. I only have one. So I can get more of a lighter green.
I thought you were doing the orange.
Well, I'm just thinking that after that.
I think you guys are doing an amazing job, and I don't know. I think
we had a lot of fun making our swords.
I feel like it looks almost done.
Really?
We're gonna do glazing to kind of calm it down a little bit.
I don't know. Really? I would just say keep going, and I see where things like definitely need to be more refined in like this front section, but up there, her face, like all that looks really good. I love like behind the yellow bird, that whole part is so cool. Maybe the greens need to be a little bit more browned out, like they're a little bit too bright, some of them. Yeah. And then I'm sure you guys are gonna like smooth out the rainbow too, make it more mellow or like soft feeling, but I don't know, I really like it. I would say like, I don't know, I know you guys are gonna finish it in the next 2 hours, so like I'm not worried about like your time.
I agree. I think it's going really well. I do think the colors are a little too garish for it to fit into tasteful rainbow. I'm not feeling like it's super tasteful yet. That's my opinion. I would stay away from the fluorescence and leaving the fluorescence as an underpainting. It's okay. Okay, but like the green and that orange and the fluorescence, I think could be a little more tasteful. So
probably adding white to that bird and then those flowers, yeah, then that will help too. But
yeah, I think just even putting oil on is gonna make it more tasteful. I mean, my
gonna be great.
Look the same. They
underneath,
yeah. The halfway through, they're garish and bright, and then I chill them out. But I just don't let those lime greens stay. They should, yeah.
Yeah, we want it to be more like the sauce, like kind of coming out of the darkness.
Yeah, very cool.
So we'll glaze it back, but
I mean, a lot of the color though, I love it being so bright. So like all the reds, the blues, the dark teal leaves right there, like that whole part, I love it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just this right here, these colors, and this back in here, to me, doesn't look tasteful. But
okay, I think we can definitely turn it down and
I mean, don't make it drab and boring.
No, I like the color.
I want to keep some of the sort of fire feeling behind it. Like,
yeah. It's very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is definitely not easy. We're switching sides though.
Oh wait.
I just love how like delicate you can make the line.
All right, guys. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All of them look really good.
Okay, so once this dries, then we'll just go back over that again.
Yeah.
Looks good.
And then you can put another, like I would maybe put like a red over this, like do with palette.
Okay.
Like do like a cool mark this way, just to disrupt
like the
that orange.
alizarin crimson?
Yeah, like the alizarin or like this and even a little of that, like whichever. Cause see how like, look at these, like look at how cool
layered.
these are. Yeah. So you just need another disruption. And then I need to create this more orange.
I feel like it does tone it down a lot, you know.
After that, I feel like, okay, we've got validation and it's not crazy too crazy, you know.
Yeah.
And then I think once we get to oil, it'll be important that we add a few other, like we were saying, like other varieties of color into the cranes, just because of how blue they are right now.
Alright, so I'm just gonna maybe add some like warm transparents on some of these parts here.
Yeah.
And then I can start with opaques.
Profession. What'd you do? Oh, we're backwards? Yes. Oh.
So I'm adding like this warm glaze.
Maybe should I just start squirting out oils?
Yeah, I guess clean your palette if you can without.
Yeah. Okay, you sure you don't need any of these colors before I scrape them all off?
I don't think so. I have all of these, so the only one I was thinking about was that red one.
I really love this.
Yeah, me too.
It's very cool.
With the horses, more white. Dry brushing the sky. It'll be good. It's like a so you would just like brush this out. So it looks like light. See?
I feel like it's collaborations are always like a great way to push yourself to the limits in one more way.
Yeah, maybe try like this whole area, see like make it more grayish rather. So the main contrast a little bit.
Having like another person bring like part of their personality and then like combine it and like and collide in one vision.
Well, I glazed this.
Okay. Oh, so it has to dry. So this is going to be cool, right? Thank you.
Yeah, everything behind.
But the flowers are warm.
These would be like parts of that would pop forward, but we would glaze back anything behind the
Okay, and then
that would
warm,
be warm.
cool. Are we gonna make glaze this cool, and then the leaves warm, warm, warm? Okay.
Yeah, we can.
What about this? Because it's on top of her, or I'll just let you do it.
I guess the reason I feel like there's more on the line is because I'm already out of the competition. And so I feel this like pressure to make a good painting for someone else. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I guess I feel this like outside pressure because I want to do the best that I can do for her. And I want her to win. And I'm going to, and it's going to happen.
All right, I hope we got it. Let's do it. You ready to go? Or do you still need to paint?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty. Let's go.
Dang, shoulders are gonna be sore.
This will be a workout for you guys.
No, the light pink is good. I just always, and I get it, like that we don't always both need to be painting. I just always feel weird when I'm not doing something, because I feel like I'm just like sitting here like watching you like, good job, Asia.
It is a little bit of pressure because I want to make sure I'm performing well for her.
Quick question, and I'm fine like either way, I just figure I can clarify. Are we trying to put that in, or do you just want to like kind of leave it?
The green?
Yeah, like that mark over there.
Well, I think that can be done in oils.
Do we want, okay.
Radiant,
yeah.
There's a radiant green like that.
I'm just hoping that I can contribute a lot and that we get good scores for the judges because I'm like, at the end of the day, you know, this is her getting to continue or not.
Like Ellie said, we need to definitely tone back what's happening throughout here.
It's pretty amazing how like at home I spend 25 to 30 hours on pieces to 35 hours, and now we're doing like paintings in 5 hours. I'm like, whoa. You don't spend that long?
No.
How long do you spend?
Probably like maybe 8 to 10.
Wow.
Like of actual painting time. Not in one sitting.
I'm gonna come in with like another color. You don't want to disrupt like your variation, but you're just adding like another color to it. So like then
Super
maybe you have
brushing.
Okay. Yes. And then but like look at the movement of the water.
neither of us necessarily like to do details. And so I think really just pushing myself to make sure that I get in there and do what I need to do to get those details in. So whereas like before in a collaboration, I might be able to like lean on someone else's strengths, and that might be putting in the details, and then that helps me because I don't have to do that. But at the same time, you also want to grow as an artist, so this just pushes me to do that.
Already, look at how much the bird pops forward just by putting the glaze on. Wow, looks so good. I like this, I rubbed it out. Or do you want thicker glaze? No, you're fine.
So yeah, just be careful. Like just like what Ellie was saying is like really know that like that brush stroke is going to stay there.
Freak out for some reason, so I just need some air, I think.
Being one of the last 4 and my fate relying on partially somebody else, it's just hard to give that kind of control up when you're so close to something that you want, and you at least feel like if you mess up on your own or you do great on your own, like it's fully you. But when you throw someone else in, it definitely makes it more complicated. And you know, sometimes things go really well and sometimes things don't go really well. And yeah.
I'm gonna do darker color. Like darker paint spray.
She looks really good already.
I just added more green here because like I don't want it to be all blue, you know?
Yeah, that's good.
And then I'll do maybe some red.
Like, don't do anything else?
Maybe it blends into the orange.
Okay, that's good. I like that. Blends into the orange.
Esther doesn't really talk, or she's like super quiet. I felt like I had to like read her body language and say, okay, Esther, do you want me to stop? And would you like to take a step back? And she's like, yes. Okay. Actually, kind of keep forgetting you're there because you're so quiet.
Whoa.
She's so quiet.
Or have you just used handcuffs before, Andrea?
No, I've never been handcuffed.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
Outstanding artist gone wild.
Jake, you're the one who gave us the handcuffs.
Yeah.
I mean, I already had them, so you know.
4 pairs, Jake?
It's definitely scary leaving things in another person's hands, but at the same time, like, I think it also is nice to have them there to be able to, like, you know, hold your hand in that sense. We were like holding hands figuratively and literally throughout the painting.
Okay, so how does that look, Michael?
How does what look?
The rainbow.
Oh yeah, it looks super good.
Is
Love
that
it.
cool?
Mm-hmm. How am I looking with this pink?
Is that warm or cool?
Cool.
I think it's okay. I think like we need cools back here. We're gonna put a lot of warm highlights over here.
I'm gonna dry brush some of this at the end.
I think I want here, like,
okay,
a transition in between them.
Okay, so you do crane, I'll do the sky, right? To start, I'd say give ourselves about 30 minutes to work on that. And then maybe if you want to start on rainbow, and I'll do water, and then I'll help with rainbow after.
I'll stand back.
I think
we're good.
Yeah, I think
move to oil.
I can't handle it when people are like controlling. No, same. It makes me so mad. And I don't think I'm a controlling person. But like, if someone tries to control me, I'm like, just go the opposite way, which is not mature at all, but. So I'm glad we're all like respectful of each other. It's really good.
Yeah, that was like I wanted you to know straight away yesterday that like I want you to enjoy this as much as me. So.
I just want to get you a win. It's not about me.
I was worried about that for her, like, and that was my goal at the start, was to make sure she knew that like I want her to enjoy this process. So like we're doing this together. It's not just about me.
Don't put like a lot of it, just like
in these dark spots.
Yeah,
where I would put
and
it
like
over here.
Smudge it in there, and then like do some other colors. Like put in like a purple, and then like smudge it in there, and so that it like, yeah.
How do you think it's looking?
I don't think I've done enough. Oh, you? I don't think I've done enough to be able to tell. That looks good.
Yeah, I think you had some good advice with the, like you were saying, make sure I'm glazing like warm and cool differently.
Is this too light of a purple?
Maybe, but like, let me just see. Is this cool?
This warm.
Do you want back over here?
We're gonna go over this, right?
What do you want to go over it in?
I don't know, it just feels a bit muddy or something. Like maybe just a couple pops, yeah. Yeah, that's better.
This is green. This
The green? Well, we do need a little bit more green.
This area is like super saturated in color. Yeah, that's helping.
I mean, I don't know what you feel, but I like the look of that top part now.
Yeah, I really do. I think it just needs to be softened just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe just get a dry scumbling brush and kind of soften the tones in between each of the sections. Right. Okay.
After we had the break and then everyone came back, we figured out like a system that worked. And then once we had the critique, that helped a lot too, just figuring out what we need to focus on with our painting and give us good direction.
I just paint super thick, so I'm like,
I know. This is trying you as an artist. You're getting better.
I am getting super good.
Thin, tiny, like paint it with your pinkies.
I really don't like doing that.
I don't care if you like it. We're painting this.
I'm doing it.
Even if we don't like it.
I was like, do good for Bree, just keep going.
I know. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you too, Michael.
I'm trying, guys.
How about I just let you paint?
No. Just trying to think.
Yeah, I don't really, it's hard to get in here because you painted some of it over, so I'm just trying to go over it.
They should be warm, yeah? Yeah, the darks?
It'll be because it's indented. The highlights will be warm. Well, back here I'd say neutral, and then they'd get warm as they come.
Yeah.
With oil, you can smudge
Just
it.
dry brush all of them?
You could dry brush them all, but like, yeah, like, or even use your finger and smudge it. But just however you want to do it, just make sure, yeah, or just add another, another brush stroke. You know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
layer it over, but like just so
Because
it's
see
not as
how
harsh.
this still looks, it reads yellow?
Yeah.
See how this is still reading more white? That's the only, yeah, I just would go in with more white, like, and make like another, because you don't want it all blended. We want to see the brush strokes.
Sorry, I have. My stuff is in such a mess.
I know, mine too.
And then they make you move every time. It just kind of gets.
I don't know. Is this gonna work?
I know.
All right, can I just unplug for a second?
Yes.
Because I'm getting like anxiety right now.
Yes, let's get it off. Maybe add contrast on the upper part.
Pink.
No, these darks in between. Can you do the same swirls?
Yeah, but just dark.
Yeah.
I tried not to do it. It just happened.
It's okay. We like the brush stroke. We're just going to fade it a little. That's good. We like it. We like it. No, leave it. Okay. It's a pretty brush stroke. We're gonna leave it. We're just gonna disperse it. I like the brush stroke. It's good.
I was like, oh, that's too much.
Such a great experience learning and learning from others and learning how to work with others and learning how to work within a time crunch and different mediums. And it's been a lot of fun.
One person will be eliminated.
So maybe just take it out a little bit more. I would get more Galkid in there so it's like a little bit less blue, like more.
Who will it be?
Oh, do you need your brushes back? Do you need these brushes back?
Those are yours.
Oh, are they mine?
Yeah, I switched the ball for you.
All right, wax it.
I don't know why, if I'm used to it now, but I thought it was going to be harder to paint in oils, but it was harder to paint in acrylics with my hand cupped for some reason.
It's definitely letting go of your ego of how the painting's going to turn out. I think that's one of the biggest things for me, because when I paint, I really want the painting to turn out how I envisioned, and sometimes I get too attached to the end result of the painting. So sometimes it's difficult for me to just let go and surrender to what the painting is going to become in the end.
Mood changes like so fast. It's like you bounce in between like I'm a genius and I'm like a pile of poop. And it's like, oh my gosh, so daily struggle. It's like, am I even able to paint? And then it's like, I'm genius. And then like, am I able to paint? Genius.
How does that look for the red? Brighter?
No, that's almost too red. I mean, if it's like...
No, that's what I mean, like more faded.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It was kind of a hard thing for us to come to terms with, but if we made the painting that we were kind of envisioning, it was like very possible that it wouldn't be received very well.
Maybe it wouldn't be relatable enough. This situation was really painful, and I'm still processing it. I want to use it as a way to become stronger.
Yeah, Wispies! Go, Wispy, go! So fun.
Are you liking this texture I'm doing right here or not really?
I think it's fine, but we could do some like more lines with Caran d'Ache.
Okay.
I think I said at the start of this whole journey, like, if there's something you don't like in someone, there's a reflection in you, so it's making me really assess my mental state whenever I'm going into these challenges, and like really trying to bring my best self forward. It's not easy.
Are you stressed out, Michael?
I'm just trying to be quick.
Okay. You're doing a great job.
I'm trying.
I feel like if we did like cad orange or cad yellow or something, like it would look off, no?
Is this the red you used?
Yeah. Like I feel like it should be really light.
You guys have 32 minutes left.
I don't know what to do about his eye. I think I need to look at another source or something better. I feel like this needs to be broken up.
Do you want to do your splatters?
Yeah. But once I do that, I probably could lay it down. But what do you think?
It's definitely like, I think the leaves look good. I think that leaf at the top, close to the rainbow, looks cut off. I need to fix that.
I can use a Caran d'Ache for that.
Yeah, it looks good too. I would get in some more of these dry brush strokes so that they look the same on both sides. Up on your, yeah.
Do you think it'd be fine if I just use straight white?
I think because the stuff's wet, I think you probably could.
Yeah.
Just because some of the other colors are wet, so it'll blend in with those.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Michael?
Yep.
Can I stand up on this chair?
Go for it.
Is that gonna be like...
No, okay.
Oh, but I'm just too short. I need height. Perfect. I'm like, I can't see it.
I was starting to freak out. I was just going so fast.
Okay, focus on the crane and I will do my absolute best for you to get this.
Okay, what do you see on her face that needs to be like...
Let me stand back.
Fixed, for sure. I need to do her hair and like do the wispies in her hair and it's gonna come up.
I think the teeth, it kind of looks like just the buck teeth, but if there's just a little tiny brush stroke right next to that, where it's like, see how that tiny little thing?
Okay.
That, I'm still looking though.
I'm like, we only have 20 minutes, Michael.
I know, I'm just double checking. I think the bottom of her chin, like right here, that gradient could be a little darker, like.
Make them more, okay.
See how it's like the similar tone right here to here?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do the green, right? Like a green gray or just like green? Okay. So we'll leave this on the dark. It looks really cool. Kind of looks like it's
Here is like more green, but it's like with the compliments of it.
I did that too.
I also think like we're doing well not to like completely cover up each other's stuff.
Yeah. Because we're both so good. Why would you want to?
I know.
But it's because I work really slow.
Oh, I like this.
But since you're here with me, then it's different.
Are you enjoying seeing us outfit?
And then we do stars going up. So we have to lay it flat to do stars.
Yeah?
Yeah. So that can be the last thing we do.
I fully understand the time crunch of like when you have that last, so tell me what to do.
There we go. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh my gosh, that's great. Yes.
Oh my gosh. You like our rainbow? I love our rainbow.
Guess what? Only 11 minutes.
Woo, magic number. Not sure about what.
Or do you think it's okay?
I think it's great. But if you want to work on it, we can.
Maybe here, just a little bit white, or do you want to leave it dark?
No, I think it's good.
Okay. Cool.
No, I think this is good too. It's not too much.
Yeah. Maybe, should we add yellow here or no?
Yeah, on top.
Does that look or more neutral?
I'm gonna add yellow too.
Okay.
It's fine. It's just a layer of magic. Did you catch me splashing that? This is where I get happy, when it's done in time.
Need a better brush.
Just like that brownish kind of tan. Okay.
I love it. It looks so good. It looks so good. Yay.
I'm so happy with it.
Aww.
I love this. Like,
yeah.
How's that color? Let's find out. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
I would like
Nope.
get your finger in there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the brush is working.
Oh, this would be really tricky.
You have to do your side first.
Wow, only 5 minutes left.
Wispy stars. So if you want to get your script brush, you can help.
Freaking out. I was like, there's no way. I was freaking out on that side, so I don't know how you've lost it so
Yeah,
far.
right. It's pretty hard. I think it's helped. I'm just grabbing and wrapping my arm around myself, and that helps for some reason.
You just cannot get wispies go. Let wispies go. Never let wispies go.
So you start here.
When do you should put palette down?
Yeah, we can do that.
I think our nostrils too small. I mean, it's what we projected.
No. I think they'll fix what's not broken. I think she looks great.
I'm just gonna add a little bit. I see near. What do you think about this right here? Because it's a little lighter, like right there. You see that?
I can't. What color is this?
Like, see that highlight on the knee? Kind of like right here.
Like that?
Esther! Alright, well, I don't know. That's your job to remove that. Oh my god.
You just need a little bit of stone. Oh, it's not that bad.
How did that happen?
I screwed paintings before. It's fixable.
You guys have 1 minute and 50 seconds left.
I feel like artists have like so many fears, like could be completely different things we struggle with, like fear of deadlines and fear of time management and fear of being famous and fear of not being good enough and fear of vulnerability even in like just putting yourself out there.
All right, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and brushes down.
Handcuffs off.
Got some green hands.
Can you take a picture, like with our, when the show airs after? Thank you.
We have to clean up.
That was a good high five.
Just 10 more seconds. Thank you. A lot. It's not more. No worries. Thank you. Ah, get him off.
Oh.
Amazing. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The inside tape? You did? It's over. Well, let's just peel it and then we can retape it.
Are we allowed to untape?
Yeah, you can go ahead and peel the tape.
Yeah, the best part.
Looks good.
I think there's like parts that could have been better, but I think in general, I think it was, you know, we turned that shit around.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
I was like, you have to trust the process. Just do it.
Yep.
So glam. I love it.
I think we did good.
I deserve cookie. Thanks for helping me paint faster, Esther. You're gonna help. You said thank you for helping me paint faster. You're gonna help me get my portfolio done a lot faster. You guys did amazing.
How do you feel, babe?
I'm trying to hold it together right now.
No.
Yeah.
I'm kind of frustrated with them because I feel like Bree almost like resigned herself to lose from the beginning and to blame it on Michael.
Wow.
And she didn't like assert herself and just handle it and just do it. Every step of the way, she's like, well, Michael wanted to do that. Well, that was Michael's choice. Well, Michael insisted on having, because I was like, well, your source is red and blue.
Yeah.
So you're going to wind up with a red and blue painting if you follow the source.
I mean, I don't know if that's the root of it. Maybe it's subconscious for her, but like I could tell she was uncomfortable feeling like the one in charge. Like it's all resting on what she does.
It went awesome, as expected. I am super tired. I think I was pushing myself way more because I was like, don't let Bree down. Normally, if it was me by myself, I would just be like on my phone, messing around, taking lots of breaks.
Spill the beans. I don't have anything to spill. Honestly, like, it is what it is. Like, it was a crazy experience.
It was fun. It turned out great. We were struggling in the beginning, but pulled through, and I think it turned out great.
It is just a crazy experience and something that we probably will never do again. So it's just a cool once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Well, I think that it definitely has a rainbow vibe. They incorporated a rainbow. I don't feel like it's transparent or translucent where it really feels like a rainbow.
Yeah, I think the skirt kind of has that translucent feeling, but you're right, nowhere else, you know. Like that rainbow part's a little bit chunky, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think the smooth transition is anything in this painting that, you know, when we were talking and giving them instructions on how to do a rainbow, that it should be a smooth transition. And I think like the rainbow rays, they should be like actually accurate to perspective. You know, they don't read as rays because they're cocky mochi in their angles.
The most difficult thing about collaborating, I think it keeps being like to paint something that you want to paint, like painting your voice and really liking what you're gonna do. It was like we created one source and we like sat there and we liked it and it was like, oh, this is cool, and we were gonna go with it, but there was just something in me that I was like, I just don't know, and I just wasn't sure about it, and it was an uncertainty, and I just wasn't okay with leaving it like that, and so I had to push through and create something, and like then we sat down with a new idea and created again our new source, and so we both liked that one way better, and it just overall I think flowed better too.
I like how they resolved the, you know, red on the left with the pink and the turquoise. I think that, you know, the belly is nicely done with form. I think the polka dot shirt works. I think that the waterfall almost works with the skirt if it had a few more highlights. Mm-hmm. It just looked like they needed more paint on the brush.
Yeah.
And maybe some Galkid and like really lay it on there accurately. It looks like it's just like they didn't look at the actual shape that the highlight makes on the source, and they just did something symbolic of that shape, but not the actual shape. You know what I mean?
Both of them should have spent more time on the details. Most of the girl I think looks really good. Just the skirt needs work.
Yeah.
The waterfall I think is cool. This rock is, if it's a rock, I don't know. It's really hard to read what that is, and it feels just kind of random. I don't know. Like that would probably be my least favorite part right there. And it just kind of ends right before her stomach, so it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I felt like the assistant, but I'm fine with that. Like we were talking about yesterday, it's her painting, and I'm just here to be the best, whatever she needs me to do. So if that was like just chilled, like let me work for a sec, I'm like, okay, do what you gotta do. I'm not offended.
I like to me it looks like almost like a Instagram camera, you know, in the background there with the orange and then the rainbow thing. Like I kind of like that association. I guess I think they could have done a lot better if they knocked out the fast stuff in the first like half hour. Mm-hmm. Like honestly, you know, in a half hour, they could get all the messy stuff down, just like fast and furious, and then spend, you know, 4.5 hours refining. And when they do put a mark, make it accurate. It's just looking at your source and putting an accurate mark. And it would have had more of that refining. I think this is a very successful painting.
I think it went very well. It was very smooth. I feel like we didn't run into any big issues during the challenge. I felt like Esther really knew how to pull back things and take a second to like look every like 5 minutes.
And it was like interesting because I would just leave, if I work myself, I would just like have a lot of brush strokes and a lot of sharp edges, and she would do completely opposite. So we like were finding a balance, and actually it worked way better with like atmospheric feel and perspective, which I really like how it's just creates extra movement, not having all of this like all the same, but like having like the variety of like line work and edges and all of that, which is like when you tell someone about it, like it sounds like so logical, but when you go and paint, you just go and fall into your old habits, and you just do like I do illustrative art like still, because it's just how it's comfortable to me.
There's lots of neutrals. It definitely is a rainbow.
Yeah.
They have a rainbow in there. The forms are nice.
They have 2 rainbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. And I love just the message and idea of it, like breaking free. And I don't know, I think the composition was really good and just well planned.
And I feel like Esther really was good with the composition, and she really knew how to put things into their place and how each brushstroke needed to go down, and she was just very, very fun to collaborate with, and I learned a lot from her.
It's like it was different level of collaboration for me because I was like learning so much about oil. I always leave just like glaze and highlights for the oil, and that's like completely opposite to her process. So it was really interesting just to let go and see like how we will like collaborate, especially in the second part when it's not it's not my comfort zone at all. Like I don't know what's gonna happen because if I put oil and I don't like it, I just couldn't change it. Like I just not capable of doing that. And she just does so much magic with like the radiance and highlights and having all the soft transitions. I was just blown away how it all came off.
It seemed like they had a great time working together, and I don't know, it seems like everything just went so smoothly for them. Like maybe to just nitpick this a little bit, like maybe the steps could have been a little more
articulated.
Yeah, they kind of feel wobbly, and then like the sky, I think like there could be more stars or variation in the color of the stars.
Yeah, the stars don't feel very radiant or glowing, and the moon doesn't seem to glow much. But it is hard in a one shot painting. Like it's hard to get things to glow. But yeah, I agree with everything you said. But I think overall they did a really good job for a 5-hour painting.
I felt in bondage to the art.
I was a little afraid of how we were going to make it work. If we did it side by side, if we both handcuffed our left and right hand together instead of both of our left hands. I feel like it was easier the way that we did it versus the first season when most of the contestants, I think all of them actually did just the left and the right hand, so they were side by side.
It was just like a lot of twisting around in different shapes, so my back hurts a little bit.
It definitely looks more like Esther's art than Andrea's. Like Andrea, I think, was like her helper. I can see in the sky a little bit of Andrea, and like that runniness, and it's not so busy as Esther makes her art. So it has like a more peaceful, restful feel that I think Andrea brought to it, but thematically and
it's more
it feels
Esther.
a little bit more Esther.
Well, I think this piece is pretty sellable.
We had originally had kind of as our intention to do something like a little different than maybe people are expecting. So we kind of shifted gears. We were working down in the studio. I don't even think we ended up coming up until about 11. Just because by the time we got down there, like, we were trying to play with different ideas with our original source, with the skull, of like something that we could do to make it kind of more appealing.
Part that was hard about having to switch sources and our idea was I really was excited about creating something that felt like me, and then to be told, even though it wasn't personal, to be told like that probably won't be accepted very well.
It was probably a smart, strategic subject matter to work with, just within 5 hours.
Yeah.
And they did a great job on the rainbow. Very soft feeling.
I want to be able to look back on this situation and remember what it was, and then remember that I've worked really hard to be okay with who I am and to be proud of who I am and how I create and what I create and what speaks to me and what's important to me to share with the world. And I appreciate who God made me, and it may not fit into certain boxes, but that's okay. And just to anyone out there that feels the same way, it's okay. And, maybe you won't feel totally accepted in a competition or around certain people or in a certain gallery or whatever it is, but it's okay. And you will, your voice will reach the right people.
The only thing that's just kind of like that could be a lot better would be, I would say, that bird and maybe that part of it. It just seems like it got muddy and dingy, and that'd probably be it.
I agree with what you're saying. I think that they did really good with the tasteful rainbow palette.
Yeah.
Like the overall palette of the entire painting is very rainbow feeling, but in a tasteful way. I think there's enough muted tones in there and kind of creamy, muddy whites that offset all that color.
I don't know. I feel like there were a few times today with such a time crunch, like, I don't know, it felt off. That I know, looking back, there were a few times where I was kind of letting her work on certain things and like wasn't kind of really kind of working on the painting actively, and I'm like kind of hoping, obviously I'm really, really hoping for her to continue through, and hoping I did enough to make sure that she gets to do that.
Probably the top part, I think. That looks like Isaac brushstrokes up there.
It definitely looks more like an Asia painting than an Isaac painting.
Yeah.
And they definitely painted a rainbow, so that's great. I think it's well done. I think they did a really good job. I think the back bird, I don't mind it fading like that. Maybe that back wing I would want to see it done a little bit different or go higher or something, or I don't know, something's a little off with the back wing, but I think that bird fading and being less descript than the front ones, it gives it depth, which I like. So I like the mixture of the abstraction, and I think it's a good painting.
Yeah. This painting, I think, is the best here and in every way. I mean, it's really unique. I think it's very sellable.
It was really great to work with Alana. I've never worked with her before, so I'm actually really enjoying these collaborations, and I did not think I was going to. And every time we've collaborated, I just love the experience. I love the process. It's a very positive experience, and I love the piece that comes after it.
I'm actually really elated and relieved and happy. I feel like we created exactly what we had in mind. The experience, I feel like we supported each other the whole way through.
They definitely nailed the theme. It's really like rainbow, but it also has enough balance to it with the neutrals, and I don't know, you just want to keep staring at it and look at everything that they did, and it's really cool.
I think it's very unique. It has a very good feeling about it.
Yeah.
The color is super striking. It's definitely a rainbow.
I don't really have regrets, to be honest with you. I think it is what it is, and I'm not super disappointed in myself that I lost that challenge. I think it would hurt more had I made it through to this challenge. I would have lost this challenge because this challenge is my thing. This is what I'm good at. I'm an expert at color, and I paint like the rainbow palette all the time.
And we had a good synergy. Like we were there for each other, and we got each other through. But like I'm so blown away with like how gracious and supportive she was. Like she was like, we got to get you this win. This is for you. You know, like she was really amazing.
I still think this bird looks cartoony and could use a little more finessing. I think this bird's really well done. There's just something about the form that got oversimplified.
Wait, the green bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the head is simplified, the shape is simplified. It all got kind of stylized and cartoony looking rather than lifelike. The edges are kind of all the same. So I think too, this like leaf, flower, whatever, that ended up being kind of multicolor, maybe.
Could have more detail?
Something.
Just to pop, yeah, something in the bottom area because it's closest, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think it could have been better refined.
It was challenging at times. We were feeling a little anxious and freaked out at moments, being, you know, not being able to move and being restricted with the handcuffs.
I made a joke that I kind of started like hugging myself. And I was like, I'm comforting myself, but it made it easier to wrap my left hand and just like hold it around myself. But it was so hard to be handcuffed and have to paint. And it was super awkward at first, but by the end of it, when we got to oils, it was actually, I think we got the hang of it. But in the acrylic stage, I thought there was no way we would make this even look good. And now when I look at the painting, I kind of forget that I was handcuffed, and it's a really good painting, and I think you can't even really tell.
I guess if I have any beef at all on this painting, you know, it would just be paying attention to the edges. I feel like most of the edges are the same. And so you see it really show up in here, and that's kind of like a tangent edge, and then, you know, another tangent edge. And it's like all these edges, no matter where you look, have the same sort of. It would be nice if the close ones were really refined and slick, and then the back ones were blurry and fuzzy, but they're all sort of in between that equally.
I mean, you don't notice it at first unless you're really looking for it.
But, I mean, whereas like, I just think like that has a little more refinement to it.
Yeah.
Like skill-wise. But I think this is punchier, and
I think they really tried to push the envelope in this painting.
Yeah.
And they used both of their strengths like in the best way, and it brought out the best in them. And it's really cool.
In terms of taste the rainbow, it feels tasty to me. Like when I look at the colors, I'm like, ooh, score. Maybe high 80s, maybe?
I have to admit I'm a little disappointed with, you know, the total outcome, and I just don't feel like it, I don't feel like our piece really has a place up there with the best.
Oh, that's hard. I don't even know.
It's like all about like codependency. You cannot like make a move like not involving the other person.
I don't know. I mean, I like we're far enough in the thing. Like you have to score 80 or higher to even like kind of make it through to the next round. And so I guess anything below that, you're kind of out, you know, with so many really great paintings. So you're always hoping for 80 or higher, I guess.
It's some new skills under my belt.
All right, everyone, welcome back. This is episode 8. Congratulations if you made it this far, because it is a tough challenge, as you all know. This is not something for the faint of heart. Every single challenge pushes you to your limits. And I think all of you guys are finding that your limits are a whole lot further than you might have thought before this show. So Congratulations to all of you guys. But with that, someone will be eliminated today. So let's get to today's scores. This time, we have 2 scores that were in the 90s. This is our very first challenge where we have 2 scores in the 90s. It's wild. So in first place with the 93.5, we have Team Milan.
It's hard because I've never painted a rainbow painting, so I was really relying on Sawyer, who has painted a lot of rainbow paintings, and then she was relying on me to tone it, make sure it was toned down enough.
It was really good to win that one. Even though it didn't count, it still made me really happy. And I was super happy for Alana. And she's such a talented artist. And it felt really good to create that piece. And I actually felt like that piece really reflected my voice, part of it. So, and partly hers. But I enjoyed that one a lot.
And in second place with the 91, we have Team Esther.
I feel like if you take every single opportunity of collaboration as a learning point, you will not be disappointed.
It's really difficult to find that community, and I feel like I really excel when I paint with other people, and it's kind of fun just to not be alone.
This is getting much shorter, so I'm gonna have to let the suspense build for a little. I do need to check the score one more time. Okay. In third place, with a score of 86.8, we have Asia. Team Asia and Isaac.
I just really want to see Asia succeed, because we had some really good talks and really good discussions about and I think we both had the same heart coming into this, having that journey of trying to find where it is that our art should be.
I think just give room for the other person to shine through in their strengths. Yeah, I think it'll work out pretty well if you go that route.
And I'm sorry, Bree, but with a score of 82.1, you were eliminated from this challenge.
It's okay. It was still over the 80s, so.
You're still in the 80s. That's
good.
What you wanted in your interview. So good job.
And, okay, so just so everyone knows, that if I'm not outstanding, I'm still amazing. For all of you.
I think you just earned the award, the best outro of the season, the best exit of the season. So. I will need your overalls completely though.
Can't just wear them halfway.
Kind of frustrating because it's if it all laid on you, then it could be something where damn, I really messed up. I needed to do this and that, and I almost didn't get to prove it to myself that I could do it. And so I could only prove the parts that I did do and that I did out of it. And, and so that's kind of a bummer too, at the same time.
Oh, Bree.
Well, congratulations also to all the people who participated in the challenge, all of the Redeemers. You guys did a wonderful job. You guys should be really proud of your contributions. And just judging from the interviews, every single teammate really was valued. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just felt I was hit all the time. I grew so much though, and that's why I was saying I was so happy about the how I did throughout the competition, just because it was each time I thought that I wouldn't be able to do something, and then I did. And so I just felt each challenge was so challenging. I never had oh, this is fun and something I really wanted to paint.
So with that, we are down to only 3 people left in the main challenge. And it is just getting intense.
And I remember when I hugged her at the end, when I got eliminated, I told her, I was like, we had a good run and I made it pretty far with you. So it was a good time. So, yeah. That's hard.